Good morning, students. Welcome to the Learning of English. In this video, we are going to take up yet one more worksheet, that is number 5. Now, this worksheet is also based from a real English coursebook chapter. I hope you saw yesterday's video and the past worksheet videos also. These worksheets will help you prepare for your terminals. So please make sure to see them. So now you need to take out your English course book. We will quickly recap one of the chapters from this book. And the chapter is number 9, A Bottle of Dew. You have already done this chapter, written the question answers and marked the new words. We will quickly recap the story of A Bottle of Dew. So, this story is about Ramanatha, his wife, and a sage. And the story revolves around how to prepare a magic potion. Ramanatha was the son of a very rich landlord, and his father, while he died, he left a huge area of land as a legacy. But Ramanatha was a kind of a person who always thought about preparing magic potion, so he was really not serious about taking care of this land. Now, because he had this funny idea in his mind that there exists a magic potion, his wife always seemed to be very worried about it. Now, it was so because the magic potion was not for some small purpose, but he thought that there existed a magic potion which would convert anything into gold. So he used to spend a lot of money in learning and preparing the magic potion. His wife kept on growing worried because she thought that all the money which is now left would be left and gone, and they would become poor. So one day, in their town came a sage whose name was Mahipati. Now this sage was a very wise sage. So when Ramanatha and Madhumati, they went to meet the sage, and when Ramanatha asked him again about the magic potion, he said that while he was in Himalayas, he did hear about how to prepare a magic potion, or that there exists a type of magic potion which could turn anything into gold. So Ramanatha wanted now to know the recipe or the way how to make a magic potion. So the sage told him the solution. He said that first of all, the area of land that you will have to plant a lot of banana trees on that land regularly with his own hands. In winter, the morning dew will settle on his leaves. And from these leaves, he will have to collect 5 liters of dew and then bring this dew to him. Mahipati will then chant a secret mantra on this liquid, which will turn into a magic potion. So whenever he used a drop of magic potion on anything, that would turn it into gold. Ramanatha was worried even though he got to know about the way of making this magic potion. Now he was worried because winter remained only for a few months, and to collect so much of a dew, it would take many years for him to end and make a magic potion. And he wanted it as soon as possible, but that wouldn't happen. Okay? So instead of making it a little more quicker, Mahipati gave an idea to Ramanatha that he could plant as many banana trees as he wanted on his area. But he should remember that he was the only person who should plant it, who should water it, and of course collect the dew in a bottle. No one else should do that. So Ramanatha, he went home and straight to the fields. He cleared the field. He planted banana trees. Rows and rows of banana trees. And he took great care of them by watering it. During winters, whenever winter came every year, he used to collect the dew with his own hands in bottle with great care. Now, while he was doing this, his wife would take the banana tree, the banana crops, and she would go and sell it off in the market, say the banana leaves or the bananas. Okay. Now, the years went by and by. So, it was almost 6 years after which Ramanatha could collect 5 liters of dew. And over these 6 years, a small area of banana tree, a small land, turned out to be a very big plantation of banana. So after collecting this 5 liter of dew, as the sage had told him, he took this bottle to him very carefully. The sage smiled and he chanted the secret mantra on this water. And he gave back the bottle to Ramanatha and he told him to try it out. So Ramanatha took few drops of this dew, of this magic potion, and he sprinkled it on a copper vessel. But the copper vessel did not turn into gold. So he was very disappointed and he thought that the sage had actually cheated him because he wasted so much of time, he wasted so many years by just collecting this dew and now nothing was happening. The sage smiled and he told Madhumati to bring a big box that she had. When Madhumati opened the box, Ramanatha saw piles and piles of gold coins in it. So the sage said that Ramanatha, who is now surprised and shocked, has to work very hard to earn this. So he said that there is no magic potion in this whole world. It is just hard work and dedication that created his land, a small land, into a big plantation. And he took care of his trees and the crop for years, and his wife sold off those things in the market, which brought money in the house. So that is because of hard work that created wealth, and there was no magic at all in this world. The sage said that if he would tell this plainly in his first meeting, then Ramanatha would not learn anything from what he has learned right now. So the sage had to place this trick to make Ramanatha aware that there is only hard work that can make wealth and not a magic potion. So at the end, Ramanatha understood the wisdom behind what Mahipati said, and he started working even more harder. He started working harder than before on his plantation and kept on earning a lot of money. So this is a short story about a bottle of dew. Now let us move on to our short question and answers. These short question and answers, it covers the whole chapter. So it becomes easy for you to learn and remember, but make sure you write these question and answers in your rough book so that you can learn the spellings as well as you can know the story also. So question number 1. Who was Ramanatha's father? Ramanatha's father was a rich landlord. What did the father leave behind as his legacy? His father left him a large tract of land as his legacy. Question 3. What did Ramanatha look after his land? No, Ramanatha did not spend even one day to look after his land. Question 4. What funny idea did Ramanatha have? Ramanatha had a funny idea that there existed a magic potion which, if touched to any object, turned it into gold. Question number 5. Was the activity wasteful? Yes, it was a wasteful activity. Question number 6. What is the name of Ramanatha's wife? The name of Ramanatha's wife was Madhumati. Question 7. Why was Madhumati worried? Was she happy with his actions? Madhumati was tired and worried by Ramanatha's actions. She saw how much money he was spending and was sure that soon they would be left paupers. Question number 8. Who came to their town? What was his name? One day, a famous sage came to their town. His name was Mahipati. Question 9. What did the sage reply to Ramanatha's question about the potion? The sage said that he had heard about how a magic potion could be made and that it was a difficult process. Question 10. According to the sage, what is the process of making the potion? The process of making the potion was first to plant banana trees and water them regularly. In winter, dew would settle on its leaves. Ramanatha had to collect 5 liters of dew and bring it to the sage. The sage would then chant a secret mantra on it, which would turn it into the magic potion. A drop of that magic potion would turn any object into gold. Question 11. Why is Ramanatha worried after listening to the sage? Ramanatha was worried after listening to the sage because he thought that winter remains only for few months, and so it would take many years for him to collect 5 liters of dew. Question 12. What solution did the sage tell to Ramanatha? The sage told Ramanatha that he could plant as many trees as he wanted, but he should remember that the dew had to be collected by Ramanatha himself. Question 13. Did Ramanatha do as the sage tell him to do? Yes, Ramanatha did exactly what the sage told him to do. Question 14. What did Ramanatha do after listening to the sage? After listening to the sage, Ramanatha cleaned his large fields, planted banana trees, watered them for months, and collected dew that formed with great care. Question 15. While Ramanatha was working, what did his wife do? While Ramanatha was working, his wife gathered the banana crop, took it to the market, and got a good price for it. Question 16. What happened over the years? Over the years, Ramanatha planted more and more trees, and they had a banana plantation. Question 17. At the end of how many years was Ramanatha able to collect the dew? At the end of 6 years, Ramanatha was finally able to collect 5 litres of dew. Question 18. Where did he take the dew? He carefully took the bottle of dew to the sage. Question 19. What did the sage do? The sage took the bottle, smiled, and muttered a secret mantra over the water. Question 20. How did Ramanatha try the magic potion? Ramanatha tried the magic potion by sprinkling a few drops on a copper vessel and waited for it to turn into gold. Question 21. Did it turn into gold? No, the copper vessel did not turn into gold. Question 22. Was Ramanatha cheated by the sage? No, Ramanatha wasn't cheated by the sage, even though he felt like it. Question 23. What did the sage reply to Ramanatha's disappointment? The sage smiled and told to Ramanatha that there was no magic potion that could turn things into gold. As Ramanatha worked hard and created his own plantation, his wife sold the bananas in the market. That was how they earned piles and piles of gold coins. Question 24. Did Ramanatha understand the wisdom behind the words the sage spoke? Yes, Ramanatha understood the wisdom behind the words the sage spoke. Question 25. What did Ramanatha do after that? Ramanatha worked very hard on his plantation from that day on. Question 26. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that one should value hard work and discard superstitions. Thank you for watching the video. You can subscribe to the channel on the YouTube and follow the playlist to watch all the videos. Keep preparing for your terminal exams. See you.